Welcome to Jenks. This is an athletic program that has produced 185 state championships, more than Broken Arrow, Owasso, and Union combined. Trojan football has won more state championships than any school over the last 30 years and is quickly becoming one of the top 50 winningest programs in the country. A football tradition that has produced 4 Hall of Fame coaches and 145 All-State players, the most in state history. What do you say we get this party started?
Trojans for life!
Welcome visitors to Allen Trimble Stadium. This is Jenks Trojan Football.
Good evening. Welcome to another show, the Jenks Trojan Football Show. Don King, along with the head coach of the Jenks Trojans, Keith Riggs. Congratulations. 5-2 overall now against Union. Maybe none bigger than the one Friday night for you guys.
Much needed, I think, for the Trojans. Great start to the football game. Kids did a great job and a good win for us.
You had been looking to get off to a good start previous to the first 2 games, and you did that.
We did. The kids were ready. They had a great week of preparation and, played at such a high level there early in the game and for the most part throughout the game. You just have to when you play a team like that.
I know sometimes the fans chagrin at an 0-2 start and everything, but players, your group and players are different because it appears you put in so much time over a 12-month stretch or since January, 8 and 9 month stretch, that you believe in yourselves, the players believe in what you guys are doing, and so that lack of confidence maybe by the fans isn't felt by this football team.
I don't think our kids ever lacked that. I think they continued to believe. They recognized how close we were in those first 2 games and what our potential was, and while it's hard to keep going when you have some setbacks, they did a great job the past few weeks.
And the home crowd was great Friday night.
Oh, it was an outstanding crowd, great atmosphere for a high school game.
We'll take a look at the first half highlights when we come back.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. When you buy a vehicle from us, your transaction doesn't end when you drive off the lot. That's because all vehicle purchases come backed by the Knight Advantage. This includes a lifetime powertrain warranty on all new vehicles, a 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty on all used vehicles, and a low price guarantee. These exclusive offers help make your car buying experience easier and more affordable. And that's why we're Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer, Bill Knight Ford, home of the Knight Advantage.
Waldo's Chicken and Beer is home of Southern fried and fire-roasted chicken. Enjoy scratch-made tenders, flavor-packed chicken wings, and house-made sauces, mac and cheese, collard greens, hand-cut french fries, and our signature cheddar cheese biscuit. Finish off your meal with our homemade banana pudding. Watch all your favorite sports at our full-service bar while sipping on ice-cold beer or any of our craft cocktails. Drive-through, dine-in, or order online. Needing to feed a large group? Spice it up with Waldo's Catering. Waldo's Chicken and Beer, the best homemade fried chicken in Tulsa.
Come see us!
We get set for the first half highlights. Before we go to the highlights, Coach, you guys came out in all black uniforms. I think last year was maybe the first year for the black uniforms.
Last year was the first year for...
Who determines what you wear?
So our leadership council, which is made up of 9 young men, our captains and a few juniors and sophomores, we meet each week over a number of topics, but that's one of the items. They get to choose what we wear on Friday night.
So it was all black, and again, a great crowd as we go to the first half highlights. Jenks against Union, just the second time Union's been at Allen Trimble Stadium since 1998. They were here back in 2020 during the COVID year.
Good start here. Union won the toss and deferred, so we had the ball first, and great job by our offensive line getting off to a great start. We had a couple of big plays, that one down to the 1-yard line by KD. And then here Hudson Ball punches it in for the first score.
His first carry as a Trojan, 235 pounds, so you want to get him sometimes in there in those goal line situations?
Yeah, and he was actually, he's run the ball before as a freshman. He was a running back, and so he's not it's not new to him, and that big, powerful guy, that he is, he can pick up some tough yards when you need it. Big play there on the kickoff. They fumbled the kickoff, and we recovered, and we go for a big play here. Great call by Coach Calabrese, and great execution by our offense to make it look like the outside run, and then KD connects with AC Christensen. Union drives down and gets into the red zone. Great play there by Jace Hager, tips the ball up, and as he's falling down, comes down with it for the takeaway. They're back on offense, and we get a tip ball, and Samaj Stanford picks it off and takes it in. Huge start to go up 21-0 against a team like Union.
Now just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Felt like the defense played really well. Union has a very explosive offense, a lot of weapons, and the thing I think, in addition to the turnovers, is just making Union earn everything they got. Making them put together long drives. Big stop there by Jet Kalmus on 4th down.
So you get the ball starting the first quarter, now into the second quarter with a nice drive.
Nice throw by Owen there to KD. Another handoff to this time to Samaj, who got some really good yards when he was in. They get the sack there, and we have to punt. Great to have Elliot Ataya back punting. He had 2 great punts. This one is going to be downed inside the 5. Both of his punts were huge for us. They go for a big shot out of their own end zone, and we got crossed up in our coverage there, and they get back out around midfield.
Gino Boyd with the catch there. He's an All-State candidate.
Good pressure and pursuit there by our defense. Again, making them earn everything.
Jordan Schelling, their running back, who was at Jenks a year ago. What a big hit that was.
Big hit there by Hudson Ball. Great job by the rest of the defense to recover that ball. And another takeaway for the defense.
Yeah, Jack McAnally on the recovery. And you were very opportunistic to turn these turnovers into points.
We did. We made the most of them. Getting the ball there at midfield. Well, our offensive line did such a good job Friday night, opening up holes. Slant there to Corey Foreman, and he takes it in for the 4th score.
So 3:23 to go first half. You go up 28-0.
Feeling pretty good at this point, right? Up 4 scores. Defense still playing hard. Great pressure there, sacked by Sam Stone. Our defense did a lot of good things. One thing we need to be a little better at is getting stops on 3rd down. We didn't fit quite right up front there late in the second quarter, and Union gets their first score.
So you go into the locker room ahead 28-7. When we return, we'll visit with Coach Riggs about his message at halftime and look at the second half highlights.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Lincoln. We understand the value of time and have designed a sales and service experience with that in mind. From a fully online buying experience that will take you from start to finish on the vehicle purchase, including signing all of your documents online, to our pickup and delivery option and service, where we'll bring the loaner to you. We have many clients who have never been to our dealership, keeping them at home to take care of the things that really matter. So come experience the new luxury, effortless luxury at Bill Knight Lincoln, 41st and Memorial, and BillKnightLincoln.com.
Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe is serving up fresh and healthy Mediterranean favorites like lamb gyros, scratch-made hummus, baklava, and more. Our salmon feast is a delicious and filling entree with none of the guilt. With over 100 menu items, Taziki's has something for all tastes. Elevate your catering experience with Taziki's signature dips and pita, boxed lunches, or any of our full-service catering options. Perfect for a boardroom or a baby shower. Taziki's is locally owned and operated.
Don King, along with Keith Riggs, the head coach of the Trojans, as we get ready for the second half. The Trojans up 28-7. What was your message to the team at halftime?
Well, great first half, right? You got to compliment them on that, but there was still a lot of football to play. Union is an outstanding football team, and we knew they had the ability to get back in the game. Mm-hmm. So we had to come out with the same intensity we did in the first half.
Yeah. Was there much mention going into this game because you have 6 former players on your team that are on the Union team now?
Really not much talk about it. Our focus was on, how we were going to stop them, how we were going to get first downs. And so I'm sure there was some chatter about it outside the locker room and field, but we didn't focus on it at all.
Right. Let's take a look at the second half highlights. And, of course, as you said, they deferred, and so they get the ball to start the second half. So this is a big possession for them.
It is. We got a great pressure there, but we lost contain, and they got outside and gained some yards. Another run there. Again, they ended up scoring on this drive, but our defense did a great job of making them earn everything. Pass here to the corner of the end zone for their score.
Brandon McQueen on the reception from 4 yards out. So that makes it 28-14.
Tough break here. The ball bounces up and they come down with it, and just like we talked about, a great team, they can get right back into it, and suddenly just like that, it's a 1-score game. Throw to AC Christians there, really nice run after the catch. Some really good downfield blocking there too.
And the offensive line was just tremendous Friday night, allowing KD to really get some openings.
Yeah, really pleased with their progress. Get the sack there after what was a good drive up to that point, and scramble here by Owen. And gets up, and we get a late hit out of bounds there, which gets us some extra yards. Nice run by Katie there. It had a holding call there that brings that back. Would like to have that one back. I don't think it really affected the play, but it was called nonetheless. And again, another sack. We did give up a couple of big play here, getting those 3 points and making it a 2-score game late in the third quarter was a big play for us.
How about Jack Franklin drilling a 47-yarder, his first attempt as at a field goal?
Yeah, it was his first attempt. That's true. Back on defense here, again, our kids are playing so hard, making them earn everything. A couple things that did for us, it minimized the number of possessions they had, because even on their scoring drives, they had to eat up a lot of clock. Didn't get very many, quick scores, which they're certainly capable of.
We're in the fourth quarter now. You're up 31-21.
Had a penalty there that brought that play back. Big throw downfield. We just sort of lost sight of the receiver. We had 2 guys down there. We just couldn't track him down. Big play here though on third down to get the tackle for loss. Hudson Ball and Jet Kalmus.
Yeah, that was huge. And then they get a procedure penalty, so they have to go for their field goal on 4th and 11. That cuts it to 31-24. 7:19 left after a 7-minute drive.
Yeah, huge drive here. 7:19 to play. Anytime you can run 7 minutes off the clock with your offense, that's just unbelievable. So.
And they had burned all their timeouts.
They had used their timeouts, so we just needed to keep driving the ball downfield. Offensive line did a great job, and they knew we were going to run the ball and still weren't able to stop us. So kudos to our offensive line and to our running backs on this particular drive.
So here's 3rd and 10.
Good job by Katie there, turning it back up and keep the clock running.
4th and 3 here. With a little over a minute as you see the clock.
We went hurry up here, and we're trying to get them to jump off sides and eat up as much time as we could. And right there, got them to jump off sides, which gave us a first down and sealed the win.
So the Trojans run out the clock and win it 31-24. What a nice feeling that is to go to the victory formation, and you're pointing to the sign there, the Backyard Bowl trophy back in Jenks.
Yes, big win for us. Always when you win a rivalry game, but just how we started the season to come out on top like that was good for our kids.
Good look there at Sam Stone. So congratulations to the Trojans, who now go to 1-2 with a thrilling 31-24 victory over Union. When we come back, we'll have our Player of the Week.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. When you buy a vehicle from us, your transaction doesn't end when you drive off the lot. That's because all vehicle purchases come backed by the Knight Advantage. This includes a lifetime powertrain warranty on all new vehicles, a 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty on all used vehicles, and a low price guarantee. These exclusive offers help make your car buying experience easier and more affordable. And that's why we're Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer, Bill Knight Ford, home of the Knight Advantage.
Waldo's Chicken and Beer is home of Southern fried and fire roasted chicken. Enjoy scratch-made tenders, flavor-packed chicken wings, and house-made sauces, mac and cheese, collard greens, hand-cut french fries, and our signature cheddar cheese biscuit. Finish off your meal with our homemade banana pudding. Watch all your favorite sports at our full-service bar while sipping on ice-cold beer or any of our craft cocktails. Drive through, dine in, or order online. Needing to feed a large group? Spice it up with Waldo's Catering. Waldo's Chicken and Beer, the best homemade fried chicken in Tulsa.
Come see us!
Don King back with you, and a pleasure to visit with one of the senior offensive linemen, 3-year starter Gavin Kirby, who moved from tackle. You moved to guard this year. Talk about that transition and how difficult or how easy it's been for you.
Well, actually, it's been a ride, because in sophomore year, I started at right tackle for 6 games. And then I moved to left guard, and I played the rest of the season there with a little bit of right guard and some fullback. And then the next season, they had me at left tackle. But then I came back and played left guard, and I won a state championship at left guard. So, you know.
So you feel pretty good about playing left guard right now.
Yeah.
Why the number changed to 52? Any particular reason?
Back to JTA numbers, you know.
Yeah.
The OG number. Clay Matthews was my favorite player growing up. So I wore 52 all the time growing up, and I wanted to change it back for the final season.
Yeah. You moved here in the 6th grade, and we don't give the JTA enough credit on the broadcast or on this show, but talk about what that meant to you to grow up in the JTA and play in that.
Well, I came here in 6th grade.
Oh, that's right. You were
I only got 2 years of it, but at the same time, I still got to play with Jet Kalmus and Elliott, Trenton Mason. You know, I played with all those guys growing up, and that bond with them is just it's fun out on the field for sure. Growing up and just having chemistry.
Yeah, being with those guys for so long. Talk about the play of this offensive line last Friday and the win over Union and what that meant for you guys.
Well, I called it going into the game, and really I wanted it all season, just trusting the run game and just run the ball, and we ran the ball, and worked out.
Worked out. Zach Cox is the center. You're at one guard. Lucas Houston is a returning starter at the other guard, and then you have Dylan Lyle and Jack Wiltshire at tackle. So a pretty familiar group. You guys played with each other quite a bit last year, right? How much did that help you going into this season, do you think?
Well, they were just ready to play, and I was, I've been really impressed. I wasn't there a lot of the off season because I was sick a lot of it, and I lost a lot of weight. But at the same time, I was really proud of those guys. Just this whole season, really, Cox especially, that dude can play. Lucas is doing amazing. Wiltshire is just living up to that Wiltshire name,
right.
And Lyle, this is his first chance playing because he's been hurt his whole,
career.
I feel bad for him, but he's doing great.
Yeah, he is. KD Jones had some room to run. How fun is it to block for those guys and watch them run the ball?
Man, we've had some great running backs my whole time here, but just having that good running back duo, so fun.
Pretty strong, and of course they're underclassmen as sophomores and freshmen. But you as a senior, you always talk about tradition and how the seniors always help the younger players. Is that still the same? Do you look at that as part of your responsibility?
Yeah, definitely. You always got to make sure that the underclassmen are doing their part and at the same time making sure to lift them up and making sure they know what to do when their time comes.
Now that you have an off week, I know that you're looking forward to a free weekend. Yeah, right.
Definitely.
It's been a grind up to this point. Before I let you go, what do you want to do when you graduate from high school?
When I graduate from high school, I still don't know. I definitely want to go into some wildlife conservation, help the trees a little bit, grow some trees a little bit. Be fun.
That will be neat. Oh, Gavin, thank you very much for being with us. Continued success the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Number 52, starting guard, Gavin Kirby. We'll come back with Coach Riggs and look ahead to Enid next.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Lincoln. We understand the value of time and have designed a sales and service experience with that in mind. From a fully online buying experience that will take you from start to finish on the vehicle purchase, including signing all of your documents online, to our pickup and delivery option and service where we'll bring the loaner to you. We have many clients who have never been to our dealership, keeping them at home to take care of the things that really matter. So come experience the new luxury, effortless luxury at Bill Knight Lincoln, 41st and Memorial, and BillKnightLincoln.com.
Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe is serving up fresh and healthy Mediterranean favorites like lamb gyros, scratch-made hummus, baklava, and more. Our salmon feast is a delicious and filling entree with none of the guilt. With over 100 menu items, Taziki's has something for all tastes. Elevate your catering experience with Taziki's signature dips and pita, boxed lunches, or any of our full-service catering options. Perfect for a boardroom or a baby shower. Taziki's is locally owned and operated.
We wrap up this edition of the Jenks Trojan TV show. You can watch this on Cox Cable, obviously, usually Wednesday nights at 7, and then also on Trojan TV. Mason Prince, our producer, doing a great job with that. Coach, now that you look forward to an off week, what does that mean for you guys?
Yeah, so this is a great time to just sort of really evaluate where we're at, really focus just on us, what we need to do to be a better football team. Going to ramp up the intensity a little bit this week, but also shorten practices a little bit and get them out of here a little early. They'll have Friday off, so they'll have a nice long weekend before we're back at it for district play next week.
When you have some time, do you try to bring in some other players that maybe haven't gotten as many reps, or do you do that a little bit as the season goes along?
Well, we do. We try to get as many people involved in the practices this week as possible. And, those guys are going to have some opportunities down the road to get on the field, and you want them to be ready.
All right, so next is Enid, and they've made some improvement. They've got a quarterback that set a school record in passing yards their last game.
They have the last 2-3 years. They've really made some big improvements and, gave us some trouble early in the game last year. So I think they'll be ready, and we'll have to go out and play a good football game.
So Jenks is off this coming week, but we'll certainly be ready to go on September 22nd against Enid. Broken Arrow is also, now it was announced last week that Broken Arrow will move next year. They redistrict every 2 years. So Broken Arrow will move out of the district with Jenks and Bixby and move into the other district with Union and Owasso. Does that change your schedule upcoming for 2023 and 24 and 25?
Yeah, and our pre-district schedule is going to remain the same next year. And then a couple of changes in district play. Mustang and I believe Edmond North are moving into the district. So not very many changes for the next 2 years.
Mustang has certainly been pretty good. So that'll be a kind of a step up.
Yes.
Yeah, we know all about Mustang after the last couple of years in the playoffs. So if you meet Broken Arrow, again, it could be in the playoffs, like you say.
Absolutely, yes.
That's one of the oldest rivalries, obviously, between Jenks and Broken Arrow. Again, thanks for joining us. Again, no radio show or TV show next week, but we will be back with the Enid highlights after the September 22nd game. For Keith Riggs and for our guest Gavin Kirby and producer Mason Prince, Don King inviting you to join Ward Mankin from InFocus Media, who gives us a highlight show from the previous game.
You're watching Jenks Trojan football!
Handoff, power straight ahead. Jones to the 20, to the 15. to the 10, to the 5, and close to the goal line. Beatty, the fullback, give off the ball, and let's have a ball tonight. Hudson ball, touchdown Trojans. So when the Trojans score first, that is encouraging. The extra point by Franklin is good off the hold of Christensen. Here's the kickoff taken by Franklin, bobbled at the 10, at the 12. The ball is still on the ground. The Trojans might have it. They say they do. The ball was muffed, and Jet Kalmus comes up with the fumble recovery near the 20-yard line. Jones under center. They show power right. KD wants to throw in the end zone. He's got a man wide open. Caught. Touchdown, Trojans. A.C. Christensen waiting at the goal line on the halfback pass from KD Jones. Fake to Schelling. Reisig throws a bullet over the middle. It's tipped in the air, and it's picked off at the 10-yard line, I think. Jenks football. How about that from Jace Hager, the linebacker? That's just the 4th interception in 2 years by the Union quarterback. Wow. Here's Gino Boyd. The ball bounces off his shoulder pads. Jenks picks it off for a pick 6. Can you believe it? Samaj Stanford, the freshman, was right on the money when the ball hit off of All-State candidate Gino Boyd, the receiver, and it's a pick 6 for the freshman. Pass to Schelling, caught in the backfield, and down he goes. He didn't make it. Jet Kalmus came up from the linebacker position. Off Schelling, and he's buried in the backfield. The ball is loose. McAnally has it for the Trojans. Jenks football with 6.5 minutes to go, first half. Owen Jones out of an empty backfield. They throw. It's caught at the 5. What a move and into the end zone. Touchdown Trojans. I want to give credit to Corey Foreman first. That's his first varsity catch, his first touchdown. How about that? Reisig on play action, gets pressured. Sam Stone brings him down for a sack back at the 18-yard line. That had to feel good for number 15, a former classmate of Reisig's. Here's a fastball to Christensen. Catches it, curls outside. 20, 25, 30. First down, 40. Down the sideline to 50. Gets a block. And finally tackled. This is Franklin. 47 yards. It's going to have the distance. My gosh, he banged it through. How about that? That gives the Trojans a 2-score game on a 47-yard field goal. Reisig's going to run. He gets eaten up in the backfield, and down he goes near the 10-yard line. Hudson ball ate Reisig up for a big loss. Fourth and 3. They're going to go for it at the Union 39. Oh, they